Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this battle has just started, but we didn't have any run up to the start. It's the GW Tiger P, that's the Tier 8 German SPG, and we're located on the south spawn or southwest spawn of Karelia, and it's a standard battle. Now the name of the player is Goliath Killer 1, and he's moving back to his firing position at the back of the map. Well, as you may know, the GW or Geschutzwagen Tiger P was a development that was proposed based on the Ferdinand Porsche designed chassis that he put forward for the Tiger tank composition, to use up the hulls that were left over. Some were used for the Elefante, or the Ferdinand as it became, as it was originally known, but they were going to build this particular Arty, but they never got around to it. They did build quite a few Ferdinands though, and it was quite useful, as it had a very powerful 88mm main armament. But we've got plenty of targets over on the South Pass, or the pass that goes around the horseshoe. And we're looking at this moment at a T-54E1, but he's pulling back into cover. But there's a Wizzy 11114. It's a Tier 9 heavy Chinese round out. Oh, well, that landed just next door to him. 312 hit points, 2 critical hits. Good shot. Now, he's adjusting his position. That was his first shot. He's got 14 rounds of ammo, and he's now on his next round. He's got a 39.7 second reload on this particular Arty. He does have a good crew, and it is all 100% crew, so he's got the maximum time. And I don't know if he's using any other means of speeding it up, such as Brothers in Arms or a rammer, but I should think he is. Okay, it's loaded. Round out on the Lover. Well, he did critical damage to the Lover, which suggests to me that he might have hit the rock face but not actually hit the Lover itself, but it was still enough to do critical hits. Now the enemy does seem to be making progress on the Western Pass, and that's awkward. His team are having to back away. You can see them moving backwards in on the K-row, even though they've got some pretty heavy tanks there. The fact is that the enemy are just pushing them back. But they have got a better force up in the north, so, except of course they just lost the AMX 65 ton. Right, there's a Tortoise. Round out. Lands right behind him and does critical hits. 2 critical hits, but it doesn't do any damage. Now I think you can see over there he's got a teammate in the M40 M43. Now he's adjusting his aim. Okay, I think he's looking at that Lover again. I wouldn't particularly fire at that one myself, because trying to thread the shot through that gap is very, very difficult. I have done it myself though in the past, I must admit, but generally it's easier to pick targets out in the open. Oh, he got it! He actually hit the engine deck! 519 hit points! Well, kudos to Goliath Killer there, because he actually did get the shot through the gap, or in fact actually went over the rock face into the engine deck of that Lover. You can see the yellow mark on the very back of the Lover on the engine deck. Yep, there it is, right at the back. So that's where the shell impacted. Now that Lover's only down to 45 hit points of damage, or 45% of it, and that's a shell coming in there from the M40. But that T110E5 has got very little health left, only 4%. A splash kill will be enough. But again, he's having to fire over a rock face, and it's going to be difficult to thread the shot over there. Now most of the force up in the north has been wiped out, so he can't see the enemy now. He can't see the Lover, he can't see the E5. We've got an SDRV who's basically hulled down, protecting that route. But the C-49's moved away. The Guerrilla is trying to protect the north route. And the southeast route is actually now doing quite well. They've managed to push back the enemy. The tortoise is still there. The object 2684 is in the horseshoe, and he can't get shots on that 268 because he's just too close to the rocks. They're shielding him. He might be able to hit that defender a little further on, but he can definitely hit the tortoise, and that's what he's going to go for next. He's got to dial the aim in though. Nope, he's changed again. He's going for a Scorpion G. No, he's got to adjust it. That's it. There's the Scorpion. Again, he's going to fire over a rock. Fully dialed in. Round out. And it's a kill shot! Excellent! 439 hit points. That's his first kill of the game. And this time he's relocating. Now, the SCRV's pulled back, so he's occupying a different position. The T-49's moved forward on the western side of the map. Now, he's still trying to get a shot at that tortoise, but it's going to be very difficult because he's hiding behind that rock. He knows if he comes out, it's going to get hit. So he's just staying behind the rock face. But now he's going to move out into the open to take a shot. And this is when he's vulnerable. Round out. And he gets a hit. 469 hit points, then some stun assist. He must have hit him. Actually got a direct hit on his hull for him to get such a large sum. Okay, he's steadied. He's found his new position. And that's the defender. The enemy defender's gone. Unfortunately, we lost our own tortoise. But that means that the enemy have only got 3 tanks left, and there's one of them, the E5, and he's moving back to his own cap area to make a defense there. And Goliath killer find around it. Oh, he killed him with a splash hit. He estimated where he was going to be, and he did get the hit. So that's his second kill of the game, and he's taken out one of the big heavies. That E5 was a real problem. Now, needs to get that Lerva. The M40 is going for the Lerva next as well. If the Grilla, who's 100% health, can spot him, then the pair of them can actually start putting rounds into him. But we've lost sight of that Lerva. That tends to make me think, oh, there he is. Oh, he's found him now. Oh. Okay, he's dialing in on it. Round out. And he stuns the Lerva. But that Grilla's taken a hit. And the Object 252U is coming up behind the Lerva, so I don't think that Lerva's going to last very long. The T-49's targeting him as well. And he's been taken out. So, enemy Arty was seen over here. No. I think he was a little further to the west, but the question is, has he relocated since? Only a few seconds to go before he'll be reloaded. There he is. Yes, he was near where he was last seen. Okay, it's a GW Tiger. Round out. And it splashes him. 180 hit points of splash. And T-49's coming in to kill him. I don't think that GW Tiger's going to be able to stop him. No. He can't. And that's the end of the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a second class tanker for Goliath Killer 1 in the GW Tiger P. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 12. And he picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently destroyed by other members of his team. And we can see those 6 tanks there. And if we have a look at the team scores, well, he didn't get the highest damage. He got third, 2,350 hit points. He did get the joint second with 2 kills, which puts him down there. And when it came to base XP, well, he was highest actually, 954 experience points in total, base experience. And there we go. Right, now if we look at the detail report, he fired 11 rounds, got 3 direct hits, 8 splashes. He did damage to 2,350 hit points, and it was all at more than 300 meters. He hit 8 of the enemy, but only killed 2 of them. But he did do 1,023 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 27,779 credits, and after ammunition resupply, which is fairly expensive for the tier 8 SPGs, he was still left with 4,899 credits profit. He received 954 XP, and that's all he received because there was no multipliers. It wasn't his first battle of the day. So well done there to Goliath Killer. A very good battle. It was close for a bit. You did say it was close for a bit. It was, because they were starting to push the enemy on the southeast route really hard, and it looked to me like they were going to break through and get your cap, and then you would have had to have relocated. But you still managed to push them back there, and of course your shots did sort of like affect the enemy team by hitting them at the most inopportune moments. And that shot on the Lerva was absolutely amazing, because it went over the rock, and I didn't think you would do that and you would get it, but you did get it, and you did 519 hit points of damage to him alone. So well done. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.